So, hello everyone. This is Rick, and I would like to make a video to talk about my plans on the new modular system. What I'm planning to buy. So I had last gig a few days ago, and it was an amazing experience. I get to perform along with many other artists such as Trovarsi, Analog Kitchen, Tomorrow, Heartbrand, and many more. And they all have a different setup, of course. So I've been using this current setup here for quite a long time, almost a year without buying or selling anything. And I generally change something, try to improve my system once a year. So this was my where it is. This was my 2022 system, where I removed the Metron and the Roved, which is basically the mutable instruments Platz, but in a one new format. I removed the Crater and replaced it with a Jomox mod bass, which is amazing. And I removed the master here, which has been the right choice because I gained some HPs, but at the same time, I didn't find any other solution for like listen what I'm doing on the headphones. So generally, when I make the videos on YouTube, I use a mobile sound card. But when I am performing live in clubs, if I don't have a mixer close to me, like generally clubs provide the mixer, but when like last gig, there were a lot of setups, a lot of synthesizers. The mixer was very far away, and I couldn't manage to plug my headphones. And to me, it's essential to have to have headphones, use headphones while you are playing, because especially if you are improvising, you don't really know what is happening, what is exactly happening in the dance floor. So in that case, okay, I kind of found a solution. So basically, okay. So basically, I think I'm gonna buy the IntelliGel headphones, one new module. Okay, but I have to remove something, which probably is going to be this filter here that I've been using with the sample drum. And yeah, so I'm gonna remove this one and also the sample drum for now, and I'll explain you why. So I can put here the IntelliGel for now. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure if it works, but I think that the right way to connect it is basically I go out to this is kind of the master module. Okay, I go out to this one, I go inside the headphones without going inside the stereo output, but I have to connect on the back end this one to the stereo output, so that I can also listen with my headphones. Okay, so I'm planning to buy this module here. I'll show you. It's it's a like a drone synthesizer. This one. So this was released like 1 2 years ago, only 50 units, and then when I saw this one, I want this one so bad. So I wrote a message to the guy who is making this module, and he started receiving many requests. So he decided to make this new version, which I don't really like because it's bigger, meaning that I have to find the space in my system. Um, but it's also more powerful. It offers more features, like it has a VCA. It's also this one is stereo. Also, like two inputs, like for effects processing. It's like it seems to be deeper, okay, and it's okay. So honestly, I've been thinking a lot about this module, whether I have to buy it or not, and I'm not sure yet because I am in a point where I don't want to spend. I don't want to keep spending money on synthesizers because yes, I use that a lot, but my system is pretty sufficient, and but this one is it's supposed to be incredible. So I checked the videos. It's a something different, it's amazing, and so uh, that guy is almost ready to deliver this module from Australia. But as you can see, I don't have space, and yes, I removed the sample drum, which I'm not planning to sell because it can be useful for many other reasons. I've been using that a lot in the last gig, probably too much, because I generally improvise. But this time there were so many, I would say, popular artists that I felt, okay, I have to prepare something for this live, and I ended up playing live. I made a good set, but I made better sets just improvising 100%. So okay, I removed that, and yeah, another thing about the sample drum is that it has two mono channels, but I think I can manage for next time to use it only like one sample, but stereo. So assigning when you load the sample, you can you've been asked if you want um, to load the sample in the the left side of the sample or the right side of the sample. So I can in channel one left side, channel B right side, and it should work because I don't like mono, like especially when I make loops in Ableton or I don't know with the system. When you convert the sample in mono, it's flat, and it's really flat. Okay. Then one thing I've been thinking quite a lot about is removing the drum voices for a drum machine. Um, but so I was also thinking to change the model, the case, okay, and buy smaller one like a 84 HP, which is in made by wood and not metal, because the metal is really heavy. I made a video in my YouTube channel where I showed how to stay in the call. Where I showed how to to lighten the system. So I removed the cheeks, I removed the lid of the system, but then I realized that it was not a smart uh, say a smart thing to do, because because I went to Italy with the system, and I said, okay, it has to be more secure, more stable. I cannot fly to Italy with the system, and it's not well protected. So it's heavier, but I managed to. I bought a trolley with small wheels, so that you can move it without hurting your back, which is good. It's better. But yes, in general, I was thinking to buy a drum machine because I don't really like the Beatstep Pro. I don't like, like especially when I have to mute the tracks. It's not very automatic. It's not as automatic as like the analog rhythm. I used to have an Electron analog rhythm, which I didn't like at the time because of the sound engines. And yeah, that's the reason why I'm going to stick with the drum voices I have in the system, because honestly, I cannot find anything that it's right up my alley in terms of sound engine and um like I don't know, but like I checked the syntact, the digitact, the analog rhythm. So I need a small machine which is able to make sounds like with synth voice inside, but at the same time I would like to be able to load the samples, because I cannot think about playing without a Jomox kick drum. Okay, because for me this one is so professional. It sounds so professional. Okay, and I just want to use this module for kick drums. Okay, I had the Crater, the WMD Crater, which was pretty good, but this one is the best. Is totally the best kick drum you can have, and I wanna keep using this one. So I was thinking to sample it, but apparently the process with the Electron devices, it's not very fast. It's not very intuitive. Please share your thoughts on that. If you have like an Electro machine and you think, hey Rick, look, the syntax, for instance, the syntax, it's very good at making sounds and also at loading samples. Okay, then I will consider it. But also, like in terms of money, I have to think about selling stuff and buy a new machine, which is almost 1,000 worth. So I'm not sure about that. So I think that I will keep using these voices, and to make some space, I have two ideas. I am thinking about removing this one, the control voltage processor, because basically I'm using this one to side chain the mixer, the channels of the mixer. So I use these two section. I send an envelope. I invert the envelope with this section here, and I send the inverted envelope to the VCA in of each channel of my mixer. Not all the channels, but where I need it. This option instead, this section is used to control the pulse width of the many Citeritas. So I send an LFO here. I send an LFO here, and then the output goes to the deep of the Menacee Territas to make it, I also made a video for that. The bass line sounds better. But the real reason why I bought this module is for this section here, because you can, it's a, I don't remember the name, probably a slew limiter. So you can manipulate the voltages you send. So I send a melody in the input here, and the output goes to the pitch of the loquelic Territas. And with the bounce, you have like this overshoot effect that is very nice to have, to experience, to use. Okay, and I've been using that a lot, but it's not an essential feature, and I've been using this technique for 2 years now. So I was thinking to remove this one and to so I'm gonna put this one for now, and to buy a Frap Tools 3-to-1 scale flip. So I need to flip an envelope. Another one is for the Menacee Territas. And probably I can also slew limit one. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'm thinking about not using that feature with the loquelic Territas. It's not like, it's not something, it's something unique, but I need to make space in my system. Okay. So I have this one. Okay. So now I have more space, but not enough yet. So I am thinking about 2 things. To use this one when I perform live. So in that case, I will need to remove the Jomox mod bass, record the Jomox mod bass, and put the Jomox here in the Pico drum. Okay, I've been using only 3 of 3 channels of the Pico drum. So 2 for this one for the hi-hats, and for this one only 1 for the clap or the snare. And I have 1 channel available that I can use for the kick drum. Okay, so if I remove this one, now I should be able to put the this module here, Forge TME Vic X. I'm not sure that I'm pronouncing it correctly. Now, so that is my first idea. Otherwise, I could record, this is stereo. I can record this one with the sample drum, okay? Make some nice movement with this one, since I can modulate a lot of things. I can record directly to the sample drum, okay? And I can use that, actually, I'm not sure if I can record in stereo though, but yes, I could probably record in Ableton and then export the stereo samples and import them in the sample drum, okay? And in a live situation, so I could not, I can use the sample drum, okay, in that way, to have some kind of drones made with this one. And in that case, I could have also space for the Jomox mod bass, okay? But generally, the Jomox mod bass is an incredible module. I've been using it only for kick drums, but I'm sure that I can, I never went very deep into the features, and I am sure that I can do much more with it, also bass lines and much more. So it has a lot of CVs, linear FM input, accent. So I have to think about it, okay? But probably this one is more fun to play with in a live situation, okay? And another thing I would like to add regarding the Jomox mod bass is that something I never done before is having the kick so long that can play only the kick drum. So instead of using the kick drum with the this module here for the bass lines, or the manisitarias for the bass lines, I can make more like hard techno with boom, 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 a long kick drum. And because like when I go to the clubs, a lot of artists do that. Okay, so I can create like another variation in my live, in what I'm offering in a live situation. Okay, like there was this guy Tomo Ro, check his Instagram, Tomo in der Mulen. He has like in a very nice system, and he used this kick drum and is that one. Okay, also I know a lot of other artists, they don't care about the bass line. Okay, they just put that kick drum straight, long enough, that is also a bass line. So no, I'm not considering to sell the Jonas mod bass. Okay, now I'm thinking to get a Batumi, because a friend of mine is using the Batumi with the name was Intelligel Morgasmatron, probably Morgasmatron, and with the ensemble oscillator, and is the guy I'm playing with next Friday. So he came in my studio this morning. We are checking something, and he is able to create this movement with the two, because the Morgasmatron is a dual filter, so it's very nice. A lot of nice movements. I still don't know how exactly it works, but I like it. So I've been just moving those slides, and was very nice. Okay, so I'm thinking about using this one with this, as I have many CVE inputs here, but honestly I first need to check this one once I have my hands on it. I pre-ordered this one in August 2022, so have been like more than a year now. So as I said, I'm not considering to buy a drum machine, because honestly, in my opinion, it's not worth it to change everything. I was thinking that because I've seen many live performer using the drum machine, and they can manage to have more presets, and they have a better control over the drums, and also other sounds. Okay, so also samples, but the having drum voices is more immediate. It's always going to be immediate. To mute the channels, the triggers, I use this quad switcher, because I just mute on the here the mixer, because I don't like how I mute the channels on the Beatstep Pro. But I could think about using, as it has like 8 drums plus 2 sequencers, I could think about using one sequencer only for the kick drum, and then you have one specific mute button only for that sequence. That could work. So I am thinking about this, because I don't want to like sell and buy too much stuff, and then I will probably end up not being satisfied. Okay, so I put here this stuff, and yeah, then what else? Yeah, I would need probably another voice here, because I have one here, 2, 3, 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. 6 voices. Here I have this mixer, which is for channels. So the drums goes here. Yeah, I have to check because I generally side chain the hi-hats a little bit, but I'm not. Of course, I don't side chain the kick drum, so I have to send them separately. Uh, Yeah, but actually, if I am removing the sample drum and I replace with this one, is the same because also the sample drum has two outputs. This one it has two outputs that can be used only also as a mono and should be fine. Otherwise, I will get another I was thinking about this one. Happy nerding. It's like this one here. The mixer. It's also VCA. I will need more VCAs. Actually, also this one is not bad. This one is also not bad if I have enough space, but yeah, because with the switch, with this one, I am muting the snare in one channel. The first two, one and two, when are at the center, are off, but if you move them up, they goes to the cymbal. If you move them down, they goes to the pico drum because I have open and closed 909 hi-hat. Okay. And that is nice. It's nice to switch between cymbals and 909 style open and closed hi-hat. What else? Okay. The headphone is here. So let me know what do you think. What do you think about these changes? So this one is not sure. Can I? Let me see if I can add the 4 HP, the Jomox without. Okay, it's 20 HP. So basically, if I remove only the control voltage processor and I replace it with this one here, and I also need to remove the sample drum, and I replace it with this one here without Batumi, with this kick drum. I can play this way, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think for now, this is what I'm thinking. Also, there's this friend of mine who has a Pulsar 23, and I asked him if I could have it for 2 or 3 days so that I can sample it. I would like to have some snares because the sound of the snare sound of the Pulsar 23 are the best in my opinion. I love the I say the professionality because like also the kick drum or the cymbal, they sounds analog, professional, techno style. If you are doing other music, then probably you have another opinion on that. But I have a lot of metallic sounds already. I have the cymbal, I have the locally chitarritas. Also, this one is not. It's like also manicitaritas. So I don't want to have like an FM snare or like I want to have a more organic sound, like a organic clap, something more organic. Otherwise, like people when dance are not are okay. This music is fine, is okay, but it's too robotic, you know, too FM, too I don't know. Okay, I think for this video is enough. I'm sure I'm not covering everything I was intended to cover. But let me think. Let me know what you think about this plan for the next system. So this will be the 2024 system. So I will stick with the same case. I will stick with the BitStep Pro. Please let me know in the comments, but generally consider like that I don't want to spend a lot of money, so I'm not considering to buy like the Oxy sequencer because it's 800 euro, and you know I have this sequencer which is awesome, and honestly I just need a drum sequencer. And also super expensive drum machines. I checked them all. And it's not worth it in my opinion. You can do so many things. Okay, but is that funny? You know, that's my question. Is it going to be funny as playing with the modular system? I leave this for you. If you want to leave a comment, please do so. Okay. Have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.